Hi there, it's your second favorite DP right here, okay? No, that's Deadpool, you silly little Hufflepuff. Anyways, I'm gonna need you to shut up that pretty little mouth of yours and pay attention because the show's about to start, alright? And, I don't know about you, but I know who's my vote for sexiest ex-soldier turned pop culture show host. Alright, enough foreplay, let's get on with the show.
MadMike and Angry Elf ready to ignite. CQ's in the wind, but we're gonna win. Pop culture battles, let's dive right in. From movies and games and TV crazes, our chatter's wild and sparks like blazes. No heavy hearts, just laughs and cheer. Come on folks, let's shift the gear. From movies and games and TV crazes, our chatter's wild and sparks like blazes. No heavy hearts, just laughs and cheer. Come on folks, let's shift the gear. Pop culture warrior marching on tonight. MadMike and Angry Elf taking flight. When CQ's away, the fun's here to stay. This pop culture fray, we never sway. We never sway. Comic books and anime thrills, celebrity gossip and music chills. Gonna ramble loud and ramble strong. Join us now where you belong. Geeky news and fandom dreams, crazy theories and wild schemes. Our passion's high and spirits bright. Get ready to rock the mic tonight. Pop culture warrior marching on tonight. MadMike and Angry Elf taking flight. When CQ's away, the fun's here to stay. In this pop culture fray, we never sway. We never sway. We never sway. We never sway. We never sway.
Hello, welcome everyone. It is us, MadMike and Angry Elf. We're coming back at you for another Tuesday, cause your favorite person, CQ, sold everyone out again. So you get us. Yeah, that comes through Amazon on Friday for free. Anyways, you wanted. Yeah, exactly. No sound. Now he's got sound. Sorry.
Whatever.
Using new software.
Oh,
He's
I
just
didn't have
ripping
sound?
on CQ. No, they didn't hear what you said. They only heard me.
Oh, no, it's all right.
They could hear you.
I'm just riffing on CQ. Doesn't matter.
Anyways, he went to see, what was it called again? I didn't even write it down.
You're cordially invited.
You're cordially invited with Will Ferrell.
And what's
Reese Witherspoon, yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, Yeah, you
Yeah,
could follow.
whatever.
I'm sure he'll do a review or something on the Facebooks or something like that. I don't know. Not that anyone cares. Both of them are kind of washed up. Will Ferrell used to be one of my favorites, but it's like bomb after bomb lately with him ever since he broke up with Adam McKay.
Yep.
Anyways, how you been? Good?
Oh, living the good life. You?
Good. Staying warm down here.
Yeah, it's been cold. Last week it snowed here in North Carolina. I got a whopping 1 inch, and my daughter was out of school for 3 days.
Giggity.
In fact, my in-laws on the Panhandle of Florida got more snow than we did.
Yeah, that was crazy. My uncle and laws up there, they got about 6 inches.
Yeah, that's what my in-laws got too. And I'm sitting out.
That's crazy. Yeah, it happens.
Whatever.
All right. I'll just jump right in. It's not much going on
Yeah,
in the
let's do
world today. We've got a few hot button items that we're going to share with you that I found across the internets.
Yeah.
Probably mostly just today, but you get what you get and you don't get upset. Let's go right into it. This actually happened last week, like right after we got off the show. I think it was the next day or whatever. But old Post Malone has a Oreo coming out. I think he's sponsored like a whole bunch of stuff. Apparently, I only have heard of him like the last year. I don't listen to new music or anything.
I don't.
I don't like it. But yeah, apparently he did like stuff with Budweiser, and he did stuff with I don't know, other companies. He does that chicken place or whatever. They opened up one by me. And
Oh
it's
yeah,
nothing
yeah,
good.
yeah.
I think it's from North Carolina too. Anyways, he's got
Tangles.
it's a limited edition Oreo. It actually went on sale yesterday, pre-sale. It comes out on Wednesday. And it's actually the first. Yeah, it's the first time they did two flavors in one. It's a twist, and it's going to be salted caramel filling mixed with shortbread filling, twisted in between the normal chocolate Oreos. I don't know how much they are. Yeah, I don't like Oreos to begin with. It's a processed bullshit or whatever.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get the price. I should have did this earlier, but anyways. You got several different pictures on them. No, it doesn't say. I'm not clicking on the. It's a 2 count. It comes in two packages. Looks like the normal size. And it's just a lot of pictures of him eating them. How much the fucking are they? Doesn't even say. Cool. I think you had to sign up. You had to sign up for the pre. There was like a pre registration to get them earlier or to pre-order them, and that was last week. But I don't do that much show prep, so. Anyways, I'll show you a picture. I got a little picture of it. Let me get it. Boom. There it is. Oh yeah, little guitar pick. I don't know why he's got a butterfly and a sunflower. His truck. I think that's in a couple of videos. A knight for some reason. A saw blade. Anyways, if you're into that stuff, check those out. I'll pass.
What was that most recent Jack Black movie? Oh, Dear Santa. Did you see that on it?
Yeah. I think it was on Paramount Plus.
Something like that. But
Or
yeah, Post
Peacock.
Malone pops up in that one too. He must be desperate trying to get those intentions.
The new SF advertisement? No, I didn't see that. Did you see that?
SF.
I don't know what that is either.
Nope.
Elaborate more, Insomniac. Yeah, not really big news, like I said. Not much going on. We got. We'll save the. You know what? I'll jump right into it. They should. Oh shoot! What did I do? Or click something. Couple different Superman related items today. I'll do the image first. We got the first Supergirl picture, which, in all honesty, isn't much of a picture. I'll show it now. Bam! That's what we got from James Gunn. I think that was last week that came out. First day of filming. Looks like he just snapped a picture. I don't know, it looks like she could be in front of a bar or something. I don't know. Again, not a movie we're excited about. Don't really care for it, but you get what you get and you don't get upset with DC. Or we get what we get and we get upset. We'll just trash it later. I don't know. Yeah.
Go watch it and wait for it to drop on Max. Watch it
That's
for
exactly
essentially
for
free.
what you pay for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, Army SF commercial or advertisement. Nope. I'll look it up. Probably not. I don't know.
Here, I'll look.
Yeah, you
You
look it
do the
up.
talks. I'll do the
Let me know how it goes. And then I'll play the little trailer while you're looking that up. We got a new Superman 30-second trailer. It's the first time we see him flying. I'll talk about it right after I play it. You know what? I needed to go in the other mode. There we go. I can go here. And I could cue it up. Alright, here we go. Alright. So yeah. First time he's flying. There was a couple people commenting about it. A lot of people thought that the flying was CGI. It looked weird, and James Gunn himself actually commented on it. Was on the trailer. Whoever aired it, I think it was DC Studios, on their Twitter account, and he actually commented and said, "No, there's no CGI in his face. That's actually his face, wide angle with a wide angle lens up close, and the background is Svalbard, and that's 100% real." So, yeah,
that explains why it won't.
yeah. Well, they probably got a bunch of huge fan blowing in his eyes or whatever, and they're like, "Just keep looking there." And who knows how long he was in that position or whatever. It's probably all dried out and shit. Um, it's not much more to it. The rest of it was the same. I don't know.
Yeah. Same as Lex. I think he'll. I mean, everything I'm hearing, the chick that's playing Lois Lane, I guess, is the big standout for the film. Um, and then I haven't heard anything bad about Nicholas Holt. The only complaint I'm hearing about is the guy that's playing Superman. And so I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's his first shot. You better get it right. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Um, we'll see. I mean, he hasn't done us wrong yet. We've talked about it enough, so I'm optimistic for it.
Yeah.
And I try not to. Well, I only watch the previews because I have to host this show because CQ doesn't want to do any work. Otherwise, I wouldn't watch any of them, and I would just wait for the movie to come out and watch it. Because I hate when it's spoiled. They spoil all the shit like that. You would be like, "Oh my god, that's great! It really made the movie so much better." But you saw it in the trailer, so you're like, "Eh, it's fucking stupid."
Yep.
Insomniac exists. I would love to see original ideas come out, like a medieval Superman movie where he grows up as blacksmith's son and then fights against an evil king. Yeah, the best one of those is Red Sun. If you can get a trade paperback, it was like the best alternate Superman I've ever read.
Well, I mean, where DC excels at that is when they do their uh, direct to home media
The cartoons,
animated
the
stuff.
animated, yeah.
They, and you mentioned Red Sun. A few years back, they did do an animated adaptation of Red Sun, and it's pretty good.
Yeah, I
In
saw that.
fact,
I liked it too.
a bad DC animated thing at all. I've seen some bad Marvel stuff, but I haven't seen bad DC stuff. Um, especially with oh gosh, Tim, the guy that did all the animated stuff in the '90s and the early 2000s.
Tim Burton.
Um, Now it wasn't Tim Burton. It was I'll Google it. But anyways, the point I'm getting at is that guy was the dude behind everything, and uh, he he did. I mean, he just kept it all real and kept it all under control, and it was great. And he has been part of almost all of it since the beginning. Bruce Tim, that's it.
Mm.
Bruce Tim. Bruce Tim is the producer that has handled all of this stuff, and he's including the whole new Batman, the Cape Crusader cartoon that came out last year. Um, and I take that back. I haven't watched that either. I watched one episode and was like, I'm not interested. Um, so, but I mean, it looks good. It didn't hit right. But I didn't say it was bad. I just, you know, plus now with me the way I watch stuff, I'm not interested in a lot of stuff. I started, I've watched a handful of episodes of was it Skeleton Crew? I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not. No, yeah, I'll finish it when I finish it.
Yeah, someone said, oh, it's Insomniac again. He liked animated Batman versus Joker, Japanese Samurai, and they're saying your mic's going in and out, but I hear you fine.
I
I'm control. I
can
turned
get
you up a
close
little.
here.
There you go.
Yeah, I saw that Batman Ninja Batman animated movie. That was pretty cool. I mean, they've done Batman by Gaslight as a animated movie. Did a couple others. The Elseworld stuff is, I think, and I think that's where they excel is when they do kind of the stuff that you couldn't get away with on mass media, like on TV or in a movie. Because like, uh, did you go see Brightburn? Probably like a decade ago.
I didn't watch it in theater. I watched it at home.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
seen it, right? One produced. Now we're getting to the nerd stuff. Ultraman from the Crime Syndicate. That's the evil version of Superman. You could say that was his origin story. Grew up as a and became a bad guy. That's a movie I'd like to see a sequel to.
Right.
Uh,
You
if
could
you're
break it.
listening, James Gunn, which I know you're not, I'd like to see a sequel.
Um, Captain Wayne, what's going on? He's watching Night Agent, which I watched part of the first season. I haven't finished it. And in the Ozarks. Yeah, I didn't finish that either. I have a bad habit of not finishing a lot of stuff I do. But it is what it is.
Nope.
Um, if you're waiting on Quentin Tarantino's last movie, you're gonna have to wait longer. He's delaying it. Now he's saying it's because his kids. He wants to spend time with them, and he's not gonna probably start it until his kid's 6. And I think he said it's kid's like 5 now. So yeah, um, I like Quentin Tarantino, but am I on the edge of my seat waiting for his next movie or last movie? No. Um, I don't know why it's a big deal. I think he would still do more work because he's going to need more money eventually. Um, that guy that did The Fifth Element said the same thing, and he's like
Yeah.
still making movies to this day. I can't remember. It's like,
Mm.
yeah, yeah,
Uncle Ben and Thomas and Martha Wayne.
exactly.
Everybody else, comes back.
Say Quentin Tarantino one more time. Oh man, guys are a trip. All right, what else we got? Bunch of Marvel stuff. Benedict Cumberbatch came out and let slip that he's not gonna be in the Avengers Doomsday movie, but Doctor Strange, his character Doctor Strange, I should say that properly. He won't be in Doomsday as originally. The original plan was when Kang the Conqueror was a thing before the guy decided to beat up his girlfriend and get caught. Um, he would have been in the movie that was it was Avengers Kang Dynasty. He was gonna have a big role in that, but because that whole thing happened and they switched gears to Fantastic Four type deal, he kind of got passed over for Doomsday, but he said he has a big role in Avengers Secret Wars, which is the next one after that. So if you're looking forward to Doctor Strange, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. And that was a big spoiler because they keep them all on a tight leash, so I'm sure he'll be fined or something for that too. But, yeah. Well, thank you. We appreciate
It's
it.
fine.
News is news. Um, Other Marvel news. There's a lot of rumors going out there with Marvel stuff lately. The Russo brothers were supposedly hired to head the X-Men movie that's a couple years out, along with the Avengers movies that they're hired to do now. Supposedly they're going to be in charge of that, and it's written by the guy that did, I think, is it the X Men First Class? We talked about it the last time we were together. It was like some of the ones that flopped. It was like X Men First Class and the one, or the Dark Phoenix one, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like 3 years, I would say. Yeah, probably 3 years.
And I would willing to bet you any amount of money. And movies 3 years out, typically, like they're probably working on the first draft right now of that movie. It'll probably go through two, three, four versions, and then somebody will be brought in to fix the script. And then, or that, and they'll bring in freaking writer number three, and that guy will take everything before it, go, all right, I'm rewriting the script, throw some elements back in there, but write his own stuff. You know, we'll see what happens. Um, shoot. And looking behind you, I see the X Men '97 poster. It's like what happened with X Men '97. Uh, the guy that got fired, the director for the first season, he had basically written out the second season, and that's why X Men '97 is taking so long to get back, because they threw out those scripts, or they're rewriting those scripts, and the only fear is the guy that's leading that charge is the same one that directed season 2 and 3 of What If, and those were okay. And I just hope that X-Men 97 doesn't go from being a stellar freaking first season to an okay second season, but we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens.
we'll see.
I mean, it's the Russo brothers. I mean, they haven't let us down yet. I mean, they did Captain America, Winter Soldier, Captain America: Civil War, and then the last two Avenger movies. Those were all phenomenal.
They can only let us down now, so we'll see. And supposedly they're casting already. That's another rumor, and they're casting. There's a casting call for Gambit and Kitty Pryde, but it's all rumors.
I
I
heard
don't
a
know.
I heard a rumor on the Storm casting. She was in the last Jurassic World. Uh, what was her name? She was the pilot that flew. Is it D Wise? Dewanda Wise? I think the real kicker is going to be is one, what X-Men team you're going to put together. You know, Kitty Pryde, Gambit, Storm. I mean, that's the beginnings of a decent X-Men team. Um, they've got to throw a Cyclops in there. Um, if you're gonna have Gambit, you got to have Rogue.
Yep.
Um, and then you can't have an X-Men movie. You can't have an X-Men project. Period. Without freaking that Canadian chucklehead.
Canuck.
You know, yep, the Canuck. But my thing is,
And you gotta have Jean Grey. We'll see.
the problem is, this is the thing. Don't make your X-Men team too large. I mean, that was the good thing about at least that first Bryan Singer X-Men movie. That team was small. I mean, you had Cyclops, Storm, Jean Grey, Wolverine, and I guess you could say Rogue. I mean, that was a pretty small, pretty tight knit X-Men team, and you didn't have to worry about too many characters.
Yeah, and go from there. Like build it up as you go along. And that was the other thing they were saying. Like they're gonna add in some of the projects coming forward. You're gonna see X-Men in them before the movie. So. Which I think
Uh,
we talked about it, or one of I don't know, but yeah, you throw in like a Professor X, fucking Magneto
yeah.
here and there, out of costume, doing some speeches or something, a news clip.
Supposedly, yeah, Cap 4 coming up here in about 3 weeks. Come on, come on, mutant track other mutants. Supposedly he's gonna make a cameo appearance. Um, and supposedly they're fighting over adamantium, which is on that that what's his name, extraterrestrial, the freaking dude that came out at the end of Externals. Um,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that movie. I know who you're talking
yeah,
about though. Yeah,
but supposedly his skin or whatever it is, there's adamantium there, and it's a whole big deal. That's gonna be like the crux of the whole movie.
yeah,
Um, we'll see.
yeah.
Well,
They can only do. Hopefully, it doesn't get worse. Hopefully, we get it before they get people stop going to see the damn movies. But
we'll see. I mean, did you see? You said you don't really watch um, Captain America: Brave New World trailer.
no, I did not.
So on previous trailers, when Sam Wilson is flying around with his wings as Captain America, um, you just saw the wings. Now there's purple energy behind his wings, and rumor has it they've got the same technology as Black Panther's vibranium powered, and I think that's a little bit of some of those rewrites and reshoots, because people were saying that, like, he's Sam Wilson, Captain America. Uh, he's not super powered, super soldier serumed up like Steve Rogers. Hulk just does that, and he's intensive care. So they had to give him some
Yeah.
abilities. I think that's part of the we're starting to see in real time the reshoots and the rewrites in the trailers.
How they're churching up. They're
So
listening to me. I've been saying it every freaking episode we talk about this stupid movie that nobody wants.
it's over a year late.
Just give us Thunderbolts. That's all anyone wants to see. I don't give a fuck about your shitty Captain America movie. Which also, you just told me before we got on here that he was already talking shit about, like, Captain
Oh yeah,
America. Who should be
oh, yeah,
Captain
and I was
World.
wrong. I said Paris. It was actually in Rome. But yeah, Anthony Mackie. I mean, get it. He's international. He's trying to sell a movie, so he's going to kind of play the numbers, play the game. But yeah, Anthony Mackie is out there saying Captain America shouldn't represent America; it should represent everybody. And I'm kind of like, hey man, I got it. You got to play the room, but it's all in the name, man.
It's a
Then you
Disney
know,
woke shit. Yeah, it's like, okay, well then make a Captain Planet movie. Like, fucking do it if you want to be gay as fuck. Go ahead. Nobody will watch
you
it.
know, all. Here's the thing: you mentioned the live action Captain America, and I think it was College Humor or whatever it was. There was a skit from about like 10 years ago. John, or excuse me,
The guy that plays
what's his
War
name? Cheeto.
Machine. Cheadle, yeah.
Yeah, Cheeto, and he's playing a freaking punked out freaking Captain America,
That's the Captain America we want. That's the Captain Planet we want. Captain Planet.
Captain Planet. Excuse me, John Cheeto. Yeah,
I'll
that shit was
first one in
hilarious.
line for that. But yeah, like that's a character, Captain Planet. Get the fuck out of here. There's no.
Mm,
It is what it is. Everyone loves us anyways, unless you're a terrorist, so or a commie.
well, then they love to hate us,
Exactly.
and we probably made them anyways, so they need us.
Only they only hate us because they ain't us.
Exactly.
Um,
Oh man.
Other big news. You actually brought this one to the table. Fantastic Four. Boom. They're saying the first trailer is gonna be aired during the Super Bowl, which makes sense. They got a lot of money. They want to make a lot of money. Throw it up on the Super Bowl, and a lot of people will see it. I think that makes sense. Why not do that? They've gone through so many like movies that people didn't like. Everyone's getting tired of these movies. Reach the biggest audience possible with a Super Bowl ad.
The Super Bowl. That's I mean this and like years past. This is the only thing that gets me about years past. They'll do a trailer, and it's almost like a teaser trailer, and then they'll tell you to go online or throw a QR code up to watch the rest of the trailer online, and it's like, man, then why'd you even bother? Or everybody's all excited, can't wait for game day, and the game starts at technically 6:30, but at 2:30, 4 hours before the game starts, they start dropping the trailers online. It's like, well, now the nerds aren't going to tune in for the game to watch the stupid trailer. So, all
That's
right,
true.
cool.
Yeah.
You know,
I
I
don't
don't
get
know.
it, but yeah. It happens. I think that happened last time too with one of them. I forgot which one, but it happens every year.
Um,
They can never
I
control
think it was
any of that stuff. Like, oh, we can't control the release of it.
you can, yeah, you can, and you guys do it to yourselves. And it's how you market the stuff. I mean, whatever. I half of them don't care. It's like, oh, it's this network is airing the Super Bowl, so like it's Fox this year. Well, now Disney owns freaking 90% of Fox. They don't give care about the rest of it. They don't care about Fox Sports. You know, if the Super Bowl was airing on ABC or ESPN, Disney would care. You know, but they don't care anymore. You
It's
know,
on
they've got
Fox.
enough problems.
Well, guess I'm not watching the Super Bowl because Fox is the only
Well, you already
fucking network you can't stream.
you can actually no. You know, because I was watching the playoffs on Sunday night, and I'm sitting there going, "Damn it! How the am I going to stream this if it's on Fox?" Tubi, Tubi will be holding or excuse me, airing the Super Bowl, and this will be the official launch of Fox Sports on Tubi.
Oh shit.
So
Okay.
yes, if you've cut the cord like I have, and all you do is use streaming services, and you're like, "How am I going to watch the Super Bowl this year since it's on Fox?" Tubi.
Oh, nice.
Um, so yep, there you go. If that's not your stick and you want to go another route, YouTube TV. If you haven't signed up for a YouTube TV free trial, they've got a 5-day free trial, and you can probably catch some good old Super Bowl action that way. Just make sure you cancel your subscription before the 5 days, otherwise you're going to get charged like $80-90 for a month.
Yeah, I did. I've done that twice. I create emails to do it. It's the only
Yeah,
time I can watch Fox games. But anyways, yeah.
I mean, I've got a digital antenna that works majority of the time. So I'll watch. That's how I watched most of the Commanders Eagles game on Sunday. Um, we won't talk about that outcome. I was a little upset, and then I wasn't surprised on the Bills Chiefs outcome.
No,
I knew that was going to happen.
it's all rigged.
Everybody did.
And I got
Yeah, it is.
NFL Plus too, but I can only watch it on my phone. No one else will watch it.
You can't just screencast it to your TV.
No, they block it because they don't want you doing that.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, like they have an app too, and you can download the app, but it just shows you like the scores, and it's the same thing when you try to cast it. It just shows you like all the scores, and you can listen to it on the TV, which is fucking stupid.
Who
But
wants to do that?
yeah, I want to use my
That's
brain and
oh
try
my
to
god.
picture people playing. I want to
No.
see them like blow on Patrick Mahomes, and then he flops like he's fucking Ronaldo.
Oh, oh, all night Sunday night. I was just waiting for a good old late hit, and oh no, Holmes ain't getting up. Oh, he's hurt.
They
No,
would
it
have
doesn't look good for Mahomes.
they would have kicked a player, would have been banned. They would have fined him or whatever. It would have been a whole ordeal. Probably would have
Would have been,
arrested him for assault or something.
and then all of a sudden on the screen it goes stand by.
Yeah,
Technical difficulties.
you got too much
Game's
money.
been postponed.
Too much money tied up into him.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, I've seen some videos recently talking about the conspiracy with the Chiefs and because of all the money revenue that's been brought in because Taylor Swift and this, that, and the other thing and that da 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 da. And it's like, yeah, if you think the Chiefs aren't gonna win on Super Bowl Sunday, and I'm like, well, I'll still watch just for hopes that Philadelphia pulls something out.
Yeah, I'm surprised they got as far as they did, but like most people. They're
Yeah.
showing all those old Giants. Well, we're talking too much about sports. Showing all the old Giants GM clips. Oh my god, those are hilarious. Look them up on Facebook. People are posting them like, this didn't age well. It's like, no, Saquon's not going to run for 2,000 yards next season. It's safe to get rid of him. Like, I'm like, okay, awkward. Oh man.
But yeah, the Super Bowl. I'm looking. What I'm looking forward as far as trailers on Super Bowl Sunday is the one trailer I'm definitely looking forward to is Jurassic World Rebirth. This movie has snuck in under the radar. There's been only a couple of photos leaked. There's Scarlett Johansson and a couple other actors. Rumors of certain dinosaurs appearing. In fact, one of the big rumors right now is, did you ever read Jurassic Park, the book?
Yes, I've read
So,
all of them.
yeah, well, both of them. There's only two of them,
Yeah.
Jurassic Park and Lost World. But anyways, the rumor has it that there is a scene from the book that was left out of the movies that they are pulling from the book and bringing into this scene. Excuse me, this movie. And the
Nice.
popular belief is the river float scene where the T-Rex attack. And if that's the case,
It'll be good.
this, yep, could be real good. I mean, especially, I mean, a lot of people didn't like Jurassic World Domination, but I did. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, they're I've always been a fan of the Jurassic Park movies. I like dinosaurs and shit, and I read the books a while back. I forgot. It wasn't the first Crichton book I read. The first one I read was fuck, I can't remember the name of it. He was talking about like nanotechnology and shit, and that's why I started it. Whatever. He's a good author, a lot
I've
of
read.
good books, but
Oh yeah,
I think I found it like at a used bookstore or something for like $4, and I picked it up and I was like, this is fucking good. Um, so you can't go
yeah.
wrong if you're pulling stuff from the source material. That's always a good idea. I'll watch it. I liked it. I liked them all. Is it the same kind of concept over and over again? Yeah, but
Yeah.
so it's Fast and Furious, and that's people's thing. They go see that.
Well, I mean, here's hoping that they take some of these wild ideas that they keep throwing out there. At one point in time, Jurassic Park 4 was going to involve human dinosaur hybrids. If you ever get bored and you want to go down a deep rabbit hole, go on YouTube and look up some of these what could have been Jurassic Park concepts, and there's actual art like in the planning phases of talking about like these human dinosaur hybrids that were going to be like soldiers and stuff like that. That was at one point. So, but yeah, I mean Jurassic Park is I mean they've got two spin-off cartoon series on Netflix if you haven't seen those either.
No, I haven't watched them. Isn't one of them like geared towards little kids or whatever, or they both are?
They're
Or is that
geared. They're
show?
more geared toward not little kids. They're geared towards kids. The violence is toned down. The language is obviously toned down. But the first cartoon, Camp Cretaceous, takes place in and around the first Jurassic World movie, and essentially when everybody evacuates the island, this group of kids gets left behind, and they have to survive on their own. And that ran for like 5 or 6 seasons, I want to say. My daughter loves that stuff, and she ate it all up. And then they did a sequels series to it called Chaos Theory, and it picks up like I want to say like 5 years later, and it brings back most of those characters as they deal with basically everything that's happened after domination. And yeah, so I mean, it's kind of like some of these other cartoons, like we're just talking about the like Batman animated series. Yeah, you could throw your kid down in front of it and let the kid watch it, but there was also enough interest that an adult could sit there and watch and be like, oh yeah, this is cool. And that was kind of what it was. I watched most of it. It was pretty cool. It was just the violence was toned down a little bit, and the language was definitely toned down. Outside of that, it's Jurassic World, so
Oh,
it was
nice.
cool.
Check it out. They're Netflix is coming out with some pretty good, more and more good stuff. Surprisingly, I watched. I think I said it last time. American Prime Evil with Peter Berg. He directed that.
Hmm.
It's a fucking phenomenal show they have on there. And I started watching Resident Alien. It's an old show. It was on
From
Sci-Fi.
USA, if I'm not mistaken.
It was Sci-Fi or USA and then
Yeah,
Sci-Fi.
sci-fi. That's no sci-fi. You're right. You're right.
It's with a guy. He was the voice. Played that Dot dude in fuck the other Netflix show. Fuck.
Yeah, he
With the
was.
robot dude, Brendan Fraser played the robot.
Yep.
Can't think of the name of
Um,
it. Jesus, TBI is a
I
bitch.
could see his face. He was in. He was Walsh. In
Some,
Serenity.
yeah,
What's his name?
so many
Um,
things. But they're bringing
I'm
that.
pulling it up.
They're bringing that back for another season. That's how
Of
it popped up in
course,
my
it's
feed.
Alan Tudyk. Alan
Tudyk,
Tudyk
yes,
is the alien.
yeah,
Yes,
it's
he's
fucking
great.
hilarious.
He's been all over the place. He's going to be back in Andor season 2 as KTSO.
That's right. Yeah, he's the Alan
He's the
Tudyk. Yep.
voice of that robot. Yep, I'm
Everyone.
looking forward to that. That should be early summer. And but yeah, I mean he's great.
He's
He's
a phenomenal
anything that
actor. I'm
he's
like,
in.
holy shit, this guy's great. I don't know. Anyways, and the show's fucking hilarious. So I was like, oh, I'm surprised they're bringing it back.
Of
Usually
course
they
they
do
are. I mean,
crap.
well, Sci-Fi Channel doesn't have to. I mean, they Sci-Fi Channel is one of those things where they find something that people like semi like or will watch. They're gonna bring that back and they're gonna keep running that into the ground until freaking
Well, no, that's
you
on
can't do it.
Netflix. Netflix is bringing it back.
Well, even that, but that's another thing. That Netflix is notorious for bringing back shows that get shit canned.
True.
Um, and
They'll
that's the
give us
beauty of
one season,
Netflix.
it'll be a hit, and then they'll fucking never make another one.
Yeah, well, I
That's
mean,
also what they do.
yep.
But we'll get
I mean,
57 seasons of Bridgerton or some stupid fucking shit.
yeah.
And on the track of animated shows, the Spider-Man, they got the new Spider-Man show on Disney Plus. They actually released the whole schedule for it. You're getting
Yeah.
2 episodes. Displaying it for the folks. Each date starts tomorrow. We get 2. The 5th, you get 3. The 12th, you get 3, and then 2 February 19th. That's the end. They already announced they're gonna do, a second season and a third. It's the first time ever that
Or
they're like, oh, greenlit a third season for a show that hasn't even aired yet. But I'm not surprised. It's a cartoon. It's geared towards kids.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's like the Amazing Hood Friends or whatever. Uh, they paid all that money for it. They're going to put a lot of money into it. Is it what we want? No. Is it what we need? No. But they're giving it to us.
You know what we need? And this, and I'm gonna go on a little bit of freaking a rant. What we need is so X-Men 97 did great. Hopefully season 2 and whatever else comes from that is just as good. What they need to do is Spider-Man 98, which bring back the 90s animated Spider-Man show, bring that back for a couple seasons. But what they also need to bring back, Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. Did you watch that? It was
Yeah.
probably the early 2000s. I forget where it was on. It was probably, I don't know,
I
wherever.
think it's on the
Yeah,
Disney Plus. I think you can watch it. I
well,
think.
it's on Disney Plus now, and I had it. I have it. I mean, I've watched it. Oh God, that was some of the greatest Marvel, not just Avengers, but Marvel cartoons. And the stupid crap of it is, in typical Disney fashion, they canceled that show only to bring back the Avengers cartoon in a different format with a roster that freaking more closely aligned to what they just had with the first Avengers movie. And then you're like, but you barely wrapped up the storylines. Like you could have, if you wanted to, gone into the next season and had that roster mirror what was on the Avengers movie and move forward. You didn't need to cancel the crap.
Right.
It's the same thing. The same thing that Marvel did with damn freaking the Spectacular Spider-Man show. That was another one. That was a great show. I think it only got one season. You know, that's the problem with animation. They just freaking shit can these freaking things because they think they got to do a better one, and then they turn out crap. I'm sorry. I'm not looking forward to the Spider-Man, friendly neighborhood, whatever it is. I'm not impressed. It doesn't look great. The animation looks like cheese whiz. Um, I'm not gonna go down the freaking DEI freaking whatever crap they've got going on there with race swapping half the characters and stuff like that. His, I mean, the biggest problem I've got was this homemade Spider-Man suit. It looks like trash. Spider-Man never had a costume like that. You know, it was originally supposed to be it's originally called freaking Spider-Man Freshman Year. It was supposed to be kind of like an animated prequel to Spider-Man Homecoming, and then that fell through and it went this route. This cartoon just looks like trash. It probably will be trash, and yeah, I'll probably end up watching it because my kid will want to watch it, and the next thing you know, I'm gonna be like 10 episodes in, going, "Oh my god, what am I watching?" Anyways, rant over.
No worries. What else I got? I got one more Disney thing, and then we can can that. No.
Captain Wayne, Land of opened up a can of worms. That movie. You're talking about the movie with Russell Crowe as the Air Force drone pilot, right? Man, no. That movie. Did you see Land of Bad?
No, I've never seen that. I saw him
So,
write that, but I don't know what he's talking about.
Land of Bad. The real quick synopsis of it. One of the younger freaking Helmsworth brothers, I forget which one it is, plays a Air Force JTAC that goes on a mission with some Green Berets, and they get drone support from Russell Crowe as this overweight, late career Air Force drone pilot. I mean, this dude is so freaking like untouchable. He is wearing a Hawaiian shirt with you know, his utilities bottoms, but he's got his rank sewn on his collar like it's a freaking top, right? And he's probably their equivalent of a maverick drone pilot. But like the thing that took me out of this movie within the first like 5 minutes, right? This this Helmsworth brother, he's the JTAC. He gets tasked to this special operations group, and the team leader comes up to him and says, "Hey, you're Halo qualified?" "No, I'm airborne qualified, but not Halo qualified." "Okay, cool. Yeah, hey man, it's just like jumping airborne. You'll be fine." And the next thing you know, he's in a helicopter rigged up to do a Halo jump, and they push him out of the helicopter, freaking, and he jumps in, and I'm sitting there going, "There's no fucking way, not a goddamn fucking way, in any fucking military operation are they going to put a JTAC that is not qualified to use that parachute system and
Yeah.
after I saw that movie and was sitting, but that movie's a bunch."
You get one more, and then you're done.
I get one more, sweet. I'll save it.
All right. I think we're gonna cut to a short break. We come back.
Yeah.
We'll bring in CQ to tell us how that shitty movie was, and I got a couple more things we'll talk about. Heard nothing about
Sweet.
his rant. And I'll fix the thing. I realize I'm on Wi-Fi. I'll hardwire in, so hopefully your sound will stop going in and out. All right. Just bear with
Hey,
us.
give us 5 minutes. We gotta go. We gotta go do a pee break.
Yeah. All right.
Pee
We'll be back.
break. I.
Oh.
Hey, you there? Yeah, it is right, you. Let me ask you something, alright? Where the hell do you think that you're going? Oh, would you think because the show is going to commercial that means you get to just walk away? Well, CQ asked me to pass on the little message, alright? And it says, I'll be back.
The nights of canvas, the lights are bright. MadMike and Angry Elf ready to ignite. CQ's in the wind, but we're gonna win. Pop culture battles, let's dive right in. From movies and games and TV crazes, our chatter's wild and sparks like blazes. No heavy hearts, just laughs and cheer. Come on, folks, let's shift the gear. From movies and games and TV crazes, our chatter's wild and sparks like blazes. No heavy hearts, just laughs and cheer. Come on, folks, let's shift the gear. Pop culture warrior marching on tonight. MadMike and Angry Elf taking flight. When CQ's away, the fun's here to stay. In this pop culture fray, we never sway. We never sway. Comic books and anime thrills, celebrity gossip and music chills. Gonna ramble loud and ramble strong. Join us now where you belong. Geeky news and fandom dreams, crazy theories and wild schemes. Our passion's high and spirits bright. Get ready to rock the mic tonight. Pop culture warrior marching on tonight. MadMike and Angry Elf taking flight. When CQ's away, the fun's here to stay. In this pop culture fray, we never sway. We never sway. We never sway. We never sway. We never sway.
Hi there. You're watching Pop Culture Warrior. This is the way.
You're watching Pop Culture Warrior. The force is strong. They have the high ground.
All right. We're back. Can you guys see us? Here we go. We're here with the special guest who you can't see because they have an overhead light on. Not by choice, but by contract obligations. I present CQ and Nemo.
Hey, what's happening? How you guys doing? Are you treating the boys right?
Who's that? Who's that Dingleberry in the dark? That's CQ. Yep. It's also
Dingleberry.
one of his nicknames is Dingleberry. You nailed it, Billy.
In the dark. You don't bring the dingleberries out into the light, okay?
Yes. All right. Do you have content for us, or I'm gonna hang up?
We just wanted to hang out. We're doing a quality assurance check.
Just wanted to check in while I'm doing DoorDash. I got $5 worth of tips so far. It's a great night. God forbid you do your show.
This is what happens when I don't get Patreon subscribers. I got the nice.
One person, Wayne, says, "What's up, CQ and Nemo?" So
for the evening.
Everyone else wants you to get on with it.
Okay. All right. So tonight, me and CQ went and we saw You're Cordially Invited with Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon about two families that double book a wedding venue. So if you've ever seen like Bride Wars, imagine something similar to Bride Wars. Honestly, incredibly funny, terribly cringy, but the kind of movie you could just put on and just enjoy, and it'll make you laugh pretty much continuously, which surprised the shit out of me. I love Will Ferrell. I like Reese Witherspoon, but I didn't think she had it in her to be as funny as she. I've seen a lot of her shit. It's good. She's a great actress. I love seeing her in this comedy, but I don't know what they were trying to tell us to feel about these characters, because the movie was really all fucking over the place.
Yeah, I would add, it's made by Amazon Studios.
Yeah.
And so it really doesn't follow the traditional Hollywood 3-act structure.
Yeah,
it's really like, well, what the fuck's gonna happen next?
The whole movie is just this back and forth, back and forth. There's almost no structure to it, which honestly,
It works.
It bothered me thinking about the structure of the movie, but it's a fucking comedy.
Yeah.
Get high and watch the fucking movie, and you'll have a fucking good time. You don't have to get high. I'm just saying, in general, it's just a very funny movie.
It reminded me a lot of like Bridesmaids, in a way like that, where it is an R-rated comedy.
Yeah,
which is
hard R.
funny to me.
Yeah.
Because there was really nothing gratuitous. They drop a couple fucks. In
A
the
lot of
movie.
fucks.
A lot of fucks. But
Like 17.
but there's no nudity, there's no crazy violence or blood or like.
Yeah, it's just R for language.
Yeah, it's really so like it's something where like if I had maybe not like little kids, but if you got preteens and teens, like it's fine for them to watch because it's funny and there is a lot of heart in it.
Yeah,
about,
a little bit. Yeah,
you know, because the two families are going
A lot
through
of
different
love.
things because it's like the dad and his you know he
it's
raises
about
his
love
girl.
and letting go of like the things that you think you need to hold on to for dear life.
Yeah.
It's got some themes of like, you know, heartfelt stuff in there, but ultimately it's just pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
I had to get used to hearing Reese Witherspoon drop F-bombs like a fucking sailor. That took a second. That was jarring initially. But funny. Will Ferrell is Will Ferrell as always.
Yeah.
Billy Bunting wants to know if you saw his nuts at any point in this movie.
No nuts.
You didn't see
No
his
nuts.
nuts in this movie. That
Which is surprising.
it was sad.
Yeah.
It was sadly. In
We were
fact,
kind of looking forward to
I knocked off a point on the movie because I didn't see his nuts.
no nuts.
No nuts. No nuts, no butts, no coconuts. I was, funny enough, did I not make this comment, like, there should have been a titty or something. Like, you get an R rating, like, give me a dingle dangle.
I just don't feel like it.
A penis
It
head
didn't
or
fit-
something? I don't know. A butthole?
It had strippers.
They did have strippers, yeah.
You drop the nutsack. Let a nutsack hang.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. You know?
It's free
Good
on
movie.
Amazon, isn't that thing? Isn't it?
Exactly. Free on Amazon.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it's the kind of movie I'm really excited to watch with my wife to see her laugh and enjoy it.
But I'm
there's
not
a
gonna
lot of
pay to watch
that-
it.
What's that now?
But I'm not gonna pay to watch it.
We'll pay your overlord.
Yes, I mean, I'm on the hook for Amazon for the rest of my life. So
Well, yeah, you pay $100 for the year, but that gets you next day delivery or same day delivery, and you get free fucking shitty movies to boot.
Did you become a shill for Amazon? What the
he
fuck?
is, dude.
Is this a product placement?
Yeah,
What do you
man.
do?
Why do
Fucking-
you keep saying Amazon? Because I get free
If you
books
guys
every
need
time.
Wi-Fi, check out the Arrow Mesh Network, sponsored by Pop Culture Warrior on Amazon.
Actually, you could say that today, Pop Culture Warrior is brought to you by the Aerial Mesh Network.
There you go. You're welcome. Fuck, I gotta do everything on this show. Jesus Christ. I'm hosting it. I'm doing product placements.
Get it? Now you can
Vanna
You know
White,
what?
appreciate
You know what? This almost sounds like MadMike has been promoted to Pop Culture Warrior, and the rest of us have been demoted to sidekicks.
Pretty much. Fucking do it
I'm
all
okay.
now.
I'm okay with that. It's all yours. I'll go keep seeing movies. It's
Right?
fine.
We'll just keep doing the movie.
Now that means I have to change this logo on this sweatshirt. Hey, Mike, send me a new sweatshirt.
No, it's got to be
Yeah.
drawn.
That's coming. I'm gonna have my own site and everything.
Oh.
That's people are saying that in the chat too. You need your own merch now, Mike. Oh man.
All drawn in crayon from Mad
Yeah,
Mike.
Listen, if you start a Patreon page, I swear to God, I will fucking
He's
find
already got it on.
Check out my Patreon. I got a link here later after CQ drops.
you. Then
I can start a Patreon page while we continue to talk. Hold on.
it's too much work.
Hold my
I don't
Bach
know
on
how to use
cranberry.
the internet's that well. Anyways,
check it out. It comes out January 30th
Yeah.
on Amazon.
It's gonna be a hit.
Free if you have an Amazon account or you borrow someone's Amazon. I do think it'll be the #1 movie streaming.
Yeah,
you know
for,
what I mean?
for at least a week.
For at least a week.
For at least a week. It's going to be good. It's going to get some good ratings. I mean, critics will pan it like they always fucking do for funny movies, but the community, like normal people, you'll fucking love this movie.
Yeah.
It's
If
hilarious.
you like Will Ferrell and you like Reese Witherspoon, you're gonna like this movie.
You're gonna like the movie.
It's as simple as that. They are great. They're great in it, and it's funny, and a lot of good like side cast of characters, and everyone's weird and wacky, and yeah, man, it's fun. It's a fun movie.
One more while I got you guys. I'll let you participate for a couple more minutes. We're talking about movies. I don't know if you guys talked about it, but I don't think we've talked about it. Angry Elf is when I talk about when I say we, because he's my co-host. The Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie. Did you guys watch that? It's.
Of course.
What'd you guys think of that one?
Better of the 3 Sonic movies. Like, you have to remember it's made for kids first, right? Obviously. But the themes that they venture into in Sonic 3 really kind of mature. They go into loss and familial bonds and a lot of crazy adult themes, but they put in this candy coating for Sonic. And honestly, Jim Carrey's fucking top tier in that movie. Excellent. He carries.
I thought he was the worst part. And Elf, you're live too, bud. I got you on here too. You could talk.
I know.
Okay.
Well,
I'm falling asleep over there.
I'm not asleep. Nope. Not like David was on Saturday night. Like you know.
I got everyone on. I'm not like CQ. I don't segregate people.
No, I thought Sonic 3 was the. Yes, I agree. Jim Carrey, he stole the show. Sonic 3 was great. I mean, anything with Keanu Reeves in it is
fine.
Chef's kiss. I mean,
lately, I don't know. He did a lot of sketchy stuff in the early '90s.
you know, Bill and Ted. That was some good stuff.
All the love story bullshit he was into.
Oh, he was he was contracted in that. I mean, I think his best thing, if I have to be true and honest, the best thing that Keanu Reeves has ever done is Paula Abdul's music video to Rush. Anyways, no, it was a good movie. Sonic 3 was a good movie.
Go back and rewatch Speed and tell me that's not a masterpiece.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Wait, did I hear that right?
Oh,
you cut out for a second. Speed's not a masterpiece?
Speed.
He said Speed 2 is a masterpiece.
Oh, Speed 2's the masterpiece. Okay.
What's his name? Scott.
Call it Cruise.
Scott Baio?
Scott Baio. Jesus fuck.
Around here. Oh my God. Such a bad.
Wayne says, "Let me go. Sonic Drive-In is promoting Sonic 3. No, that would have been a fucking hell of a promo. Maybe if they hired us, we would have fucking gave them that nugget."
Yep, but nope.
But yeah, I liked it too. I thought it was good. The kids, they wanted to watch it forever, and I held out because I didn't want to pay $120 to go to the movie theater to watch it. So I bought it on demand for $25, and I have it as long as the Amazon is a company, because I'm cheap as fuck. But the big news is it's still fucking making money, and it just set a record, the highest grossing of the Sonic Hedgehog franchise. It's $446 million, and it cost $122 to make it.
Theater. It's for the screening experience of this film, which it even says it like right above the door, like 7 p.m. special screening, and we're in it. And all of a sudden, this lady and her 2 kids comes walking into our aisle, and she's holding tickets.
Like, this is my seat.
Looking at our seats, going, "This is our seats," and we're like, "There's no assigned seating for the specials,
all reserved."
and she shows us the ticket. I didn't have a ticket to be in here.
There's no tickets.
There's no tickets.
And then she goes, "This is for the Lion King," and he's like, "Lady, that's Will Ferrell."
Jesus Christ.
It was minutes into movie.
It's very clearly not Lion King.
Like, what the? First of all, who's watching the Lion? That shit came out like 6 weeks ago.
I didn't even know the Lion King was still in theaters.
That
Like,
I didn't
from
want
4
to put it out there, but yeah, I think it's coming to video on demand soon.
I will admit to talk about Lion King. I will admit I saw it Saturday with my family. We went and saw it Saturday.
I saw it like the week it came out, but
No, I wasn't interested. I went because
we pretty much, we take all the Disney D in this house. I should have my own fucking ride at this point, or at least a statue right next to Walt. Like,
I agree.
there's a bench you could sit next to me and take pictures or some shit at this point. But yeah, we saw it. It's fucking. The kids liked it, but if you know anything about movies, it's fucking terrible. It's weird. The weird song brother, like who talks like that?
Oh,
like,
Lion King?
Jesus fucking Christ!
Lion King was horrible. Or Mufasa was horrible.
Yeah.
We didn't need a prequel. We did not need a prequel of a bad movie.
No.
First
yeah,
of all, the Lion
exactly.
But Lion King cartoon was a good movie. Lion King live action was garbage. And we didn't need a garbage movie.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
wait a minute. It wasn't total garbage. It was directed by Jon Favreau. It gets 2 points for that.
He's got obligations if he wants to be in any more Marvel movies. He can only do so many Star Wars projects.
He got roped. Yeah. You want to keep making Mandalorian? Make the Lion King.
You're gonna take this D.
You're gonna take this Disney D.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you this much. I will tell you this much. Based on the performance of Andor season 2 and based on the performance of Mandalorian and Grogu, if those two movies tank, or excuse me, that show tanks and that movie tanks, guess what? Star Wars is going back into the vault and Walt is losing the key.
Now,
mark my words. Those are the last two projects. I guarantee you Andor will not get any views because there's been loss of freaking confidence in Disney, and then Mando and Grogu, he better be a freaking on par with Deadpool and Wolverine.
I think you've misinterpreted the success of the Star Wars franchise on Disney. You realize that even though the Acolyte, what was the Acolyte, right?
Yeah.
Even though the garbage, it was one of the highest streamed Disney shows for the year. So we could talk about success in numbers, but the fact of the matter is even though we're not getting a sequel, and even though everybody widely pans it, it was the most watched show on Disney for a year. So
it's not saying much. That's not saying much.
It makes the money. That makes money, and money makes moves. I mean,
well, they didn't.
But,
they also,
but
it's not saying much because they had nothing else really come out.
Like, exactly. The highest thing that's streaming on, or the highest rated streaming thing on Disney Plus right now is Bluey, and Disney doesn't own Bluey. That's the problem.
But we have all the Marvel shows that came out. We have the other Star Wars shows that came out, like Skeleton Crew and Ahsoka. What are you talking about? That was the only thing that came out. There's plenty of stuff. There was a lot of shit that came out. We had Agatha. We had Loki season 2. We had Echo, which kind of tanked, but
that was all this year.
Yeah, that was all last year with Acolyte, all in the same year. That's the thing. We've had a lot of content and a lot of material, and everybody thinks that these shows are bad, but they're watching them in mass. And if they're watching them in mass, they're going to keep making content related to the material. We're not going to get.
But here's the problem: these things on Disney are not hitting the Nielsen ratings. They're not breaking the top 10, and that's where the stuff that needs to, if they want to continue to freaking perform, it's not hitting, and it's not bringing in freaking subscriptions.
Yeah,
that's the problem with Disney Plus.
That's not what. It's just the same thing about how like the Transformers movie get worse and worse every movie, and yet they still keep making
and they keep making $500 million.
Yeah, I think there's another one coming out too, and they don't even advertise it. It
Oh
just
no,
fucking comes out, and everyone goes and watches it. I go watch it. I've watched every
that,
fucking
that's
one
a
of
whole
them. Fucking
that's a whole other caboodle
stupid,
with
but I
freaking
fucking love it.
Hasbro.
It's my Fast and the Furious, just like Jurassic
Yeah,
Park. I watch every fucking Transformer. I think we
yeah,
were on like a trip or something. Chica's like, "What the fuck are you watching Transformers for?" I'm like, "Shut up, bitch." It's
My
got Mark
guilty, I
Wahlberg
mean,
in it,
forced my
first of
guilty
all.
prejudice Transformers.
but you got
But
to
I mean,
realize the same way you feel, and the same thing you just said about Transformers. That's how people feel about Star Wars. They're like, I hate this. It's ass. Press the next episode. You know what I mean? I don't like this show, but I got to finish it now that I've started it. There's so many people out there who are like that. They'll panic after they've watched it.
Or they hear how bad it is, and they're like, it can't be that bad.
And then they'll
Let
watch
me
it.
see it for myself to see how bad it is, and then they watch it. And then
So,
that's how this thing
Don't get me
spins.
wrong. Acolyte was really bad. But
I think it had good. First of all,
it had
I'm on the
some.
fence. There was terrible acting with the little kids and all that,
Yeah.
and the whole witches thing. But like the bad guy, one
Oh,
of
he
my
was awesome.
all-time favorites.
He was awesome.
The
He was
lightsaber
awesome.
fights, like that stuff was phenomenal.
Is it Manny something? I fucking
Manny Jacinto.
Manny Jacinto. I love that fucking guy. But I liked him from the Happy Place. But my thing is this. Is what Acolyte could have been. I see it. The problem is they got trapped in trying to do other things and say other things, and they didn't do that well. You can do all those things. You can say all those things. You can make women better than men. You can redo the immaculate. However the fuck you want to do those things, but don't make it ass. And that's what they did. A lot of it was ass, but the action was good. The choreography was great. Well, how they did some of the Jedi, I'm like, okay, I get it. You're trying to make him look like he's cool and a badass, but he can't be that strong. He can't be. You're introducing things that don't exist in current canon, and you're doing it 500 years before current canon.
So
And
it's a lost art. It's forgotten.
No, they pulled that straight from the canon they didn't want to recognize, which is the power of two, which they aren't saying is a thing. And if that was the way you're going, then yeah, he would have that power, and that was that's the thing I liked about it, because that was the perfect example of it. That's the way you would be able to take on a number of Jedi and defeat them, is if there's only two. You have the main guy and the apprentice, and that's what the whole thing was with the dark side, and it made perfect sense. But Disney's like, nah, let's not use that. But then we're gonna put it in the show, and then we're gonna tease it, and then fucking not give you any more of it.
I mean, there was lack of adherence to the freaking canon. I mean, I'm not even gonna touch the Leslie Headland problem, and that's where I have the fundamental problem. I'm not even gonna touch that. There's a lack, but we'll go down the list of offenses. There was a lack of adherence to canon, established canon on screen. We're not talking about B or C canon, but there was lack of adherence to canon. There was lack of adherence to a freaking proper storyline. It jumped all over the place. The flashbacks didn't make sense. They were not done in a proper freaking cinematic fashion. I mean, the show was just kind of phoned in.
Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I won't touch it with a freaking 10-foot pole. It's directed by Leslie Headland. Like, I have a fundamental problem with that woman. She should be in jail right next to freaking Harvey Weinstein. In fact, they should be sharing a cell.
Wow.
I have serious problems with Leslie Headland. Like, if I had one freaking get out of free jail card, the woman I'd be freaking murdering is her.
Did you watch the whole thing?
No, I watched 0 seconds of it. I will not touch it with a 10-foot pole.
The content.
It's fair. I mean, it is bad.
It was a bad show, and there's other problems with it. It was a show that should not have been greenlit.
And I agree
from the beginning.
But if you didn't watch it, you're talking from somebody else's perspective. You gotta know the material, because I mean, I could say a movie sucked. I hate this because a lot of the kids that are on the internet these days, they're watching people say something, and if the people have not seen the material or done the content, then you shouldn't trust what they're saying.
That's fair. Then I'll freaking fall back to my original point, which is it was produced and directed by Leslie Headland.
That's
I
fair
won't
because
touch it.
you don't like her and you're refusing to watch her material. I get that. That's fair. I'm gonna tell you the show really does suck.
There are parts, okay, not the whole thing. I'm just saying there are good parts.
Yeah.
One that's called the Vin Diesel rule. That's the same rule that I follow, and everyone's correcting me in the chat's the rule of two. But if you don't know anything about Star Wars and you watch this show, it's fucking fantastic. Like, if
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
then and there's no like
But remember, they're
all this
trying
shit's
to
geared towards kids anyways. So and my kids fucking loved it.
bring new people too, so that does make sense. But now that we wound up Angry Elf, we're gonna leave you to take care of him, Mad Mike.
All right, guys, take care.
Hey, thanks
Have a
for
good one.
hosting as always.
Bye.
Hey, I'm wearing the new merch. I want to see people buying this merch. Goddammit! I got the Talk Nerdy to Me on, and the new CQ hat. So
I ordered mine like 2 months ago. I'm still waiting on it. Apparently, they hand make it in China.
China.
Little hands, better detail.
All right, guys, take it easy.
later, guys.
Now that that's over, Jesus, they get up like 20 of my minutes of time. Yeah, everyone's correcting me in the chats. I got TBI. I remember it how I remember it. All right, you get what you get. Close enough. I just know there's two. Plus, I read the books like 3 years ago, which is like 20 years in TBI terms. Oh, man, stressing me out. All right, what else we got here? Big news from a movie that I liked a lot better than the originals, which I liked the originals too. I haven't read the book, but it's on my many things to read. Like everything else, I start a bunch of books and I don't finish them. Dune. The director, is it Dennis or Denny's? I don't know. He confirmed that he started writing the third movie, which is going to be based off of Frank Herbert's novel Dune Messiah. And as he stated before, it's going to be the last movie, and it's going to, wrap the whole thing up. The Paul Atreides arc for the Dunes. So yeah, excited to see how that goes. I liked it. You like the Dune? You watched it?
Really, dude. Like what? I want to watch it. I know how important Dune is to, especially the sci-fi community. I respect it. I do need to sit down and actually, like, you know, take a couple freaking shots and get a big bowl of popcorn and just sit down and watch parts 1 and 2. It's kind of like the extended version of the Lord of the Rings. I've watched it once, and I'm scared to watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've watched them once. I usually I don't watch movies more than once without a large gap, unless it's like really fucking funny or something.
Yeah.
Your audio.
Boy, who's tired, man? That's my thing. I don't sleep. I tinker. I'm like Tony Stark.
Your audio's messed up. It looks fine on my end.
I don't know.
Whatever. Let's see. Let's go to my.
You got to get CQ to pay for the premium edition of this, so that we get all the bells and whistles.
Well, they came out with the update, but they came out with it like 5 minutes before the show, so. Of course.
Well, yeah, that always.
Why do it
that always,
earlier
yeah.
in the day?
Nope.
We'll do the trailer. So they got the new Alien Earth show coming out on Hulu, comes out, I think, in the summer. They
I don't.
released
Yeah,
it.
it doesn't have a release date yet, but it's coming.
Yeah, supposedly. I'm gonna drop the trailer for the folks right now. Let me do this, and we'll play it for them. All right. Aliens. The big thing there was if you don't count Alien vs. Predator, both of those movies, it's the first time that an alien goes to Earth. Uh, Possibilities are endless there. I like it. Um,
I'm excited.
Widespread chaos on a better level. I liked the Alien movies except for number three, which most people can concur. It was still entertaining, but I liked the Prometheus and stuff. It was a little slow and boring. Um, Alien
Well,
vs Predator, as much as the comic was fun, it's in the movie we didn't need, and we didn't need two of them.
two things. One, did you see the Ascension cut of Aliens, or excuse me, Alien 3?
No, I have not. I've read about it. I think when I was doing this research, actually, I read about it.
So the Ascension cut is much better. Um, if you've got any of the collections of the Alien movies, it's in there. It's worth a watch. There's some problems with it, but it makes Alien 3 a little bit more.
Is that a stream?
Top.
Can you stream that, or you
No,
can only
no.
buy it on DVD?
I think you could probably stream it. You could probably stream it. You just gotta it's not the director's cut, but it's a better cut of the movie. Um and because it does a little bit more character development, et cetera, without ruining anything.
Okay.
Um Two, the only thing I want to see is here's the thing. Prometheus was good. Uh Alien Covenant was a decent movie. Ridley Scott needs to come back. I don't care what Disney's plans for Aliens is. That's great. Go off on your own little tangent. Give me a Romulus sequel. Do your Alien Earth TV series. I'm looking forward to it. Give Ridley Scott freaking, couple $1 million. Let him finish his trilogy.
Yeah.
Do what he wanted to do and bring it up to Alien. Get me that last 2.5 hours or whatever it is and get me to Alien and complete his trilogy. That's the biggest problem I have with Hollywood. They'll set out with these plans to do a trilogy and then they fall flat because they don't finish it. Give Ridley Scott a couple $1 million, let him finish the trilogy just for shit, man. I don't care if you even just drop it on Hulu like freaking Prey.
Right.
Just do it. Um, and that's another thing. Alien Romulus originally was supposed to be a Hulu drop, and then they go, you know what? Let's go in the theaters and see what happens. And I remember going this past summer. I went and saw it on a whim. I was like, we'll see. And then I was like, holy shit, this movie is freaking wicked. That was a good movie. Um, I really like that movie, and now it makes me excited because especially after seeing what they're willing to do with Deadpool and Wolverine. But I mean, what I'm getting at is the fact that Disney's willing to do kind of some of these R-rated properties. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I want a sequel to Alien Romulus. I want to see this. Let's do more Alien movies.
Well, and
Don't
they got the
don't
Predator stuff. Like you said, they did Prey. They're doing another one of those. It's like
yeah.
fucking
Let's
doing
do it.
Alien is just as big as it's bigger than Predator in my opinion.
Bro, it is.
So fucking do it. Rock it out. I mean, you can't put all your money in Star Wars and fucking Marvel. Give us
Nope.
rock this shit out too. You own four big franchises. Like, make that money, playa. Badlands.
you
That's
have
right,
to.
Predator Badlands. Yeah, my brain is not working today.
Yeah, I mean, let's do like this stuff. These two franchises, and regardless of how you feel about Alien and Predator, I kind of feel that it connects. It's just loose, and just kind of let it happen. Um, but yeah, I like this stuff. Um, I liked both those Alien versus Predator movies. They were cheesy. That's what they're supposed to be. We're not
That's what
talking about
Predator
James
was.
Cameron or
Yeah,
Ridley
it's
Scott stuff.
80s
Um,
cocaine fucking films, which are some of the best
yeah.
films ever. It's just pure entertainment. Absurd, off the wall shit.
And here's the best part. The first time I saw Aliens, it was the director's cut of Aliens, and that was the first movie I saw. I had to go back and watch Alien later on, but seeing Aliens, the director's cut, one that ruined me. After that, I mean, that was the standard. That movie was awesome, and I was just sitting there like, holy, this is yeah. And this was the dude that went on and freaking did T2 and that was another problem. I saw James Cameron's sequels before I saw his original films, so I had to go back and because I saw T2 first, and then I had to go back and watch Terminator, and I
That's
was like,
what I did
oh,
too. I was
oh,
like, oh shit, son. But
oh yeah,
I learned it's actually from Zack Snyder when he did Joe Rogan. I think it was last year. Um,
yeah,
the studio will kind of make you cut a movie a certain way, so the
yep,
director cut, like at least for his movies, I'm sure it's the same for a lot of the mainstream directors. The director's cuts are the version of the movie that they wanted to put out, but for whatever reason they couldn't because the studio needed a certain rating or they didn't want to show certain things. So the director's cut is where he writes it into every movie he does that he can release his own like director's cut
yeah.
or extended cut or whatever, so he can release it how he envisioned it originally.
And usually it's something stupid like time. They want oh, we want a 2-hour movie so we can show it more times, but the director wanted to release like a 2:30 or 3-hour movie.
Right.
Um, it's
Sometimes they're
it's
stupid.
the
It's
same
like
thing.
it's like extra scenes of them just like staring off, and it's like, why the fuck is this the director's cut? But most of the time, it's a lot better film.
Or with like the aforementioned Lord of the Ring director's cuts. Those are those are scenes that okay, granted, you can figure out what was going on, but those director cuts, but the only problem with those movies is like Lord of the Rings, or Fellowship of the Rings is like 3 hours, Two Towers is like 3.5 hours, and then Return of the King is like a 4-hour freaking movie. So you're talking about like if you're gonna sit there and do this in a day, you better start right after you finish breakfast, and you better be ready to freaking eat popcorn all damn day. Because you're watching movies for like 9-10 hours.
And that's just like two of them. You can't watch them all in one day. You fucking, there's no way. Anyways,
And that's why I'm scared to go. I did it years ago, and I'm scared to do it again.
I don't have that kind of time. And plus,
Yeah.
to me, The Lord of the Rings is like super boring. I can't stay awake. I fall asleep every fucking time. Same thing with Harry Potter. I'm fucking dead asleep. Fucking.
Oh, Harry Potter, yes. Lord of the Rings, especially like the in Two Towers, the Battle of Helm's Deep. The Battle of Helm's Deep is so awesome.
All right, what else I got? I'm gonna switch to something I'm excited about. Stephen King story. It's coming out. It is actually. I just looked it up. I didn't realize it was coming out, but he did short stories back in the '80s in a book. It's called The Monkey, and it's actually like one of the most viewed horror trailers of all time. 5.5 million views. It looks fucking awesome. I'm gonna share it with the folks here when I can figure it out. There we go.
Everything okay up there?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Oh, that's
saw it. I don't remember locking this.
You wouldn't happen to remember if my aunt had a wind-up toy monkey at the yard sale?
Oh, not a cherished childhood memory now, was it?
No, 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 no! The coroner said it was an accident, but it was no accident. It was a monkey. When I was a kid, my twin brother and I found something that loved to kill. I did everything I could to make it go the fuck away. But it had other plans. Hello, brother. Bill. The monkey that likes killing our family. It's back. It must be vanquished.
Why don't you vanquish it, huh, Bill?
Wait! We have been chosen to witness its power over life and death in its most devious ways.
It's a toy monkey? It's evil. It's basically the devil.
Everybody dies. And that's life.
Oh, fuck.
All right. Awesome. Wait, no, I can't hear you. What the hell did I do?
That was because I muted myself for some stupid ass reason.
Thought it was me. Like, damn it, everything's gone.
What was me? That was me. Oh, dude, the monkey. So I knew this was a short story from I think it was, I forget which book it is, but I'm familiar with it. I'm really familiar with the monkey. I'm excited that this movie's coming out. I'm kind of tempted to try to drag the wife to the movie theaters again to watch this one. She's gonna go kicking and screaming. But I mean, if I wait till it streams, she'll watch it all day long and she'll be happy. But I'm kind of tempted. This one looks good.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be one of the best horror movies in a long time. Like Billy Bunting said, yeah, love good horror movie, especially Stephen King. You can't go wrong. That's why some of the best movies are always from his works. Sometimes they take a little more liberties than they should. They should stick to the material, but it is what it is. It's always fun. It's always good. My wife will not watch it whatsoever. I might go by myself though. I did Doctor Sleep solo too, and there's a few. They're doing a few more of his works. The producer of this, I talked about it before. They want him to do a couple more, and I can't remember. I think Christine might be one of them. I'm not sure, or maybe that's one he doesn't want to do. So someone said they should remake Christine. But yeah, he's bringing some of them back. He's got a lot of work. Stephen King writes like a new we were talking about it during the trailer, but writes a new book like every 2 weeks now. It's like comic books to him. I don't know how the fuck he does it, AI or something, but a lot of his newer books they're coming out with. It's good shit. Do you ever watch the one on it was on I think AT&T? Fuck, what was it called? Jesus Christ, with the smiley face pen. Fuck me. It was fucking excellent.
Oh, with the smiley. You talking about Watchmen?
No, it was the Stephen King book. Fuck.
Oh,
the guy like runs over a bunch of people in the car, and he's like jerking off to it. At least that's how the book was. I read the books, and then I found out there was a show about it later. It's fucking good. Books were excellent. Fuck, I can't remember. Someone will say it in the chat probably. Anyways, can't go wrong with that. I'm excited. Like I said, the trailer got 5.5 million views, and it's like a horror movie. It comes out next month. It's insane. So they're saying it'll be
You talking about? It's not The Outsider, is it?
the Outsider. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, I didn't see that one, but there's so much stuff Stephen King does that, like, I mean, some of the stuff, like the way Hollywood, kind of promotes this stuff too. Sometimes they don't say that it's like a Stephen King thing because
Mr.
that's
Mercedes.
usually a hit.
Mr. Mercedes is what I was thinking of.
Oh, Mr. Mercedes. Okay, I but like some of the stuff they don't mention anymore. Really, that it's a Stephen King thing. They just say, oh, here's this new horror thing. Um, but yeah, like, hey, I'll tell you this much. You know what I'm waiting for a remake of? Cujo. Give me a good remake of Cujo.
That could be pretty easily done too. Couple cameras, just kind of like a Wolfman slash kind of concept to it. In the cabin, the dog's ripping people apart. Easily done.
Well, yeah. I mean, get a good yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember you know what, here's the crazy part. I remember where I was when the first time I saw Cujo. And I'm not gonna admit where I was, but it was brutal watching that movie where I was.
Look, get rid of the fucking dogs. I never want to be around another one.
Oh yeah, I love that shit. Let's get more Stephen King stuff.
Wayne says, Stan's a huge book. Yeah, that's what else I
Yeah,
say.
I know.
I've read the
We,
Stand.
we, were-
I've
we
read
were
it twice, actually.
we were
I actually
we were
finished it.
talking about that earlier. That's the only Stephen King book that I've attempted to read, and I got intimidated by the page count, and I stopped. In fact, it's within arm's reach right now. I could reach and grab the copy, and I really do need to read it. It's one of those things. I need to go to an island with no electronics and just bring a whole bunch of books and sit there and read.
Just read it on the shitter. That's what I do. Take it like 3 trips.
I can't do that anymore. I gotta limit myself to 10 minutes now. That's what the doctor told me.
Pet Cemetery, yeah, that was one of the first ones I watched. It was good, and I've seen every one since. There's like 3 of them now, but classic.
No, there's wait, no, there's
2.
4 Pet Cemeteries because
4.
there's the original one, and then there was the original book, and then there was that. So
Well, they got they're
I
redoing
like
The Running Man, which was his also. That's with Edgar Wright's doing that. He's Shaun of the Dead. He did that, which is fucking phenomenal.
Yep.
And that's gonna star Glenn Powell, the dude from Twisters, and
Top Gun
fuck
Maverick.
that movie. I don't talk about that movie. And then HBO Max is gonna have Welcome to Derry, which is a TV series based on it.
Yeah.
It's supposed to come out this year. All those are coming out this year. We got 3 Stephen Kings this year.
Let's hope
all goes well. What else? Oh man! All right. Let's see. Something like I don't know. Whatever. Elster, we talked about it last week. It's coming back.
Yeah.
Called it. Said it was gonna happen. Do we want it? No. Are we getting it? Yep. Images are out. They're shooting it apparently in New York City. Big surprise. He's on the run. He killed the cop, and then he's in the hospital. He gets out and whatever. There's a couple someone snapped a bunch of pictures of him over in New York City on the set. They got pictures of him, his dad, who he sees. And then Harrison, who also left at the end of the last series. So we're assuming he's trying to get to him because he needs some help, or he needs to know how he's doing, let him know he's alive, whatever. But I'll show the images. Nothing spectacular. Yeah. And then this truck here, there's pictures of him with the dad, Jack, who just looks older. It was like 2 years ago we saw him last. And then you got Harrison on the right as a bellhop. The other scene is him in plain clothes, leaving that same hotel. There you go. I don't have Showtime. I'll subscribe to it maybe when this comes out at the end, and then I'll watch all of the this season, and then what's the one out now, the prequel all at once in a month, so I don't have to actually pay anything. I do the free trial, watch everything, and then I cancel that shit. Yeah. Glen Powell, underrated, underused. I concur. I like him. Does good stuff. I like Twisters. It's entertaining. I will refuse to watch Top Gun just because I hate Tom Cruise. But okay, let me close that out.
I mean, Glen Powell's been in
a while. He's been
a bunch of
stuff.
He's been the best one was he played Tom Hudner in Devotion, and so a connection. I met Tom Hudner, who's a Medal of Honor recipient.
I don't know. I did not. Nope.
So Devotion. Freaking turd that was Kang, Jonathan Majors, and started those two. But long and short of it is, Glenn Powell's character Tom Hudner wins the medal or receives the Medal of Honor after Jesse Brown's airplane goes down, and he attempts to save his wingman, and it doesn't work out. But it's a good movie. It's worth a watch. I think it's on Paramount Plus, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's a Paramount flick. Let me see. What is it? I don't know where it released. I think it was on Paramount Plus. The bottom line is, it was a decent movie. It was worth a watch. It came out, shortly thereafter. The movie you won't watch. So it's worth it, especially if you like aviation movies, naval aviation, that type of stuff.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I fucking saw that movie. That was excellent. That was based on the true story. The Korean War medal. He won the Medal of Honor in the Korean War. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, CK is texting me about the fucking audio. Distracting me. Yeah, I saw that's a fucking phenomenal movie. I liked it.
Yeah, it was a good movie. And again, I remember seeing it when I watched it. I watched it on streaming with my parents, and the whole time, my parents are going on, but like, Tom Hudner, and I'm like, okay, I believe you, but I don't remember meeting this guy. You got to remember, my brains are scrambled eggs now. Been blown up too many times, and so, but yes, based on a true story, and Glenn Powell plays Medal of Honor recipient Tom Hudner.
Nice.
Good movie.
Yeah, it's a great
If you haven't
movie.
seen it,
Check
go
it
watch
out.
it. Yes, Glenn Powell. He's right on the cusp of like getting his own movie and knocking it out of the park. He is Chris Pratt like 10 years ago right now.
Except with more talent.
Yeah, he just needs I hate to say it, he needs a he needs to get like I don't know, one of those movies, those summer blockbuster movies where he plays the hero. And I mean, granted, last year he had Twisters, but he wasn't the center guy.
Yeah, he
He
needs
was part of
more
an
of a
ensemble
solo
cast.
type role without
Yeah,
relying on everyone else.
yeah.
Um,
Um,
he's got some stuff coming out. I think it'll come. I can't remember. He's in a lot of things coming up because he's the bee's knees now. Um, so I'm sure it'll happen. Yeah, he
oh,
played John Glenn in Hidden Figures. That's right. Yeah, that was a fucking good performance too. I forgot about that. Nice, Billy.
yep. Who's
Um,
he got coming? He was in Dark Knight Returns. He's got like you said, Running Man. Running Man might be the movie that gets him. You know,
mm-hmm.
is isn't he playing the titular character?
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
he is.
So that might be the movie that gets him and gets him in the spotlight. And who know? I mean, it worked for Arnie because that was one of
Right. Yep. That's one of his most known things, at least early on. Conan, and then that.
I mean, yeah. So you never know. Maybe the next is
Whatever he wants.
yeah.
Um. All right. Let's see. I watched Paradise on Hulu the other day. It's a new show. It's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Hulu doesn't have like a lot of originals that I like. But this one was pretty fucking good.
Right.
Actually, I think my wife found it because she watched This Is Us. It's got the guy Sterling K. Brown from This Is Us is in it, and then my boy James Marsden. Can't get enough fucking roles for that guy. You may know him from Sonic 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, spoilers. He's not in it that long. Basically, it revolves around James Marsden is the president of the United States, and Sterling K. Brown is his lead CIA or Secret Service agent. And James Marsden hires him personally to be the lead Secret Service agent, mainly because he's black and he's a politician from the South. So he's like, "Oh, it looks good if you're by my side," but it's it does a lot of flashbacks. Spoiler: the guy gets murdered. James Marsden gets murdered, and this is what's the basis of the whole series is free with a package with Disney and ESPN Plus, and that's the only reason I still have it. But I was
That's what I have. I have it
surprised that it's still a
bundled
thing.
with Disney and a couple other things. So yeah. Well, my wife watches the fuck out of Hulu, so I'm not getting rid of Hulu anytime soon.
Yeah, so does mine. It's like Doctor Odyssey and all these weird shits. All right. So enough of that. Two more things, fun stuff. Apparently the video ending. Could anyone see us? Oh, whatever.
Oh, Facebook canceled us.
Too many previews.
Too many previews, apparently.
YouTube's good. All right, that's good enough for me. Couple goodies. I know you like toys and stuff, so.
Oh yeah. Oh, we got to talk about this.
Yeah,
This Mega Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mega Man. Bam, there it is. Mega Man X was announced. It's a toy from. I think it's from. Was it Kenobi? The company that did it. I don't know who it's from. Whatever. It's Entertainment Earth. It's available for pre-order. $44.99. You order it now. It's estimated you'll get it April 2025. It's got multiple positions, 2 interchangeable face plates, 1 piece of X-Buster forearm, charge shot effective piece. It's so much shit you can get with it. Pretty cool. I don't follow toys, but I thought that was cool. I don't think I've ever seen many Mega Man toys, but I don't know. That's your area. It says it's almost 5 inches. It's like 4.75 inches tall. And it's got 34 points of articulation with a bunch of accessories.
Because Entertainment Earth is one of the ones that will they'll have decent prices, but they'll get you in the end with the shipping. And so that's why I steer away from Entertainment Earth. But this is an Entertainment Earth exclusive. So if you're a Mega Man fan, you're up that proverbial creek without that proverbial paddle.
There you go. Get it. You got Angry Elf's approval. If your wife gets mad, just say he approved it.
My wife is always mad at me when a cardboard box shows up.
I don't know what this is. I didn't order it. I ordered it a month ago. I do that with fishing gear. And then one more collectible from, the pop culture warrior himself, CQ. I'm sure you'll see this in the background of his shelves whenever he's on again. Coming to you straight from the Disney store. It's the Daredevil Born Again replica mask, 12.75 inches, self-adjusting, so it's a comfortable fit. You can buy it for $79.99 and punch people in the face for free because you're the devil of Hell's Kitchen. It looks like hard plastic. They say it's adjustable, but what is it, like stupid notched clips? I don't see any adjusting on there. It's Disney. They make everything as cheaply and as horribly as possible. It's not functional. I wouldn't wear it. It's just to sit there, and it's plastic crap. But you're paying $80 because they made it. Yeah. I just got the Batman. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy it. I don't buy that stuff. It is what it is. I ain't got money. I ain't got money for that. Yeah. Nobody could hear you. Whatever I've done anyways. Whatever. No,
Next week, CQ will come back and he'll re up on the subscription for the guest host audio.
Yeah. higher internet content. I don't know. My computer's maxed out. It's all reading good, so I don't know what it is. And I got the fucking best internet in the world.
So do I.
I don't get it. Maybe it's the snow. I don't fucking know. It's probably CQ's hacks. He built his hacks into my stream so fucking people can't hear the truth. You get what you get and you don't get upset.
Yep. Hey, just be happy that you got content. I mean, otherwise, this just would have been another night off because CQ wants to go watch a movie that'll be on streaming in 2 days.
There's not much else on, and everyone's off. It's just us. We're holding it down. Starlink doesn't count.
We are.
Yeah. Well, guy launches them right down the road. I fucking can't get an internet here. I don't know. No, I got Comcast. Who knows?
I got Spectrum. I got the best internet around.
Same here. All right, let's do the shows around the horn for whoever's on. I think we're only on YouTube. Sports Bars coming back, I think next month, which is actually this weekend. Monday edition, Mondays. Check it out. Come back to us on Tuesdays. Smoke Pit, I think, comes back February as well. Yeah, mine's fine. Yours isn't. I don't know. I'll do some deep diving with CQ later. Sergeant Times on Thursdays, and every other Friday you got more CQ. I think he does that show. I don't know. I don't tune in. Yeah, it's probably more regular than this show. Check him out if you're on there. Does tabletop games, stuff like that. Weekend co-ops every Saturday with Nemo. You might catch one of us, your pop culture warriors, on there gaming with Nemo. We did Rivals the weekend before. This weekend he did fuck, I can't remember the game. Whatever. It was a popular ass game that I didn't play. Anyways. So that's what's around the horn. Check us out, WTF Nation, on all your social medias. And that's all I got. We'll be back. I'll be back Tuesday. Elf may or may not be back. Probably about 90% chance he'll be back. I don't know what movies come out next week. Thank you. We appreciate you, Wayne. Yeah, Smoke Pit I like too. Can't go wrong with Radar. All the shows here are pretty good. Watch them all. There's not much on Facebook outside of Reels. So check us out. We got a lot of good content. Appreciate you all. Thanks for tuning in. Don't leave Elf. He's not leaving. We're leaving. We're done. We did 2 hours. You get what you get. He did about an hour between glitches. All right, everyone. Good night. Calling it.
Good night.
Take care. Thank you.
We'll see you next week. One of us will be here.
Yeah, one of the two.